Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about dupes. I did a video a couple months back on the BH by Sylvia Gani collab, this palette right here. And one of my subscribers had said that this palette was giving her Born to Run vibes. And then this whole conversation ensued about dupes. And a couple of people were chiming in about, you know, looking for affordable dupes and being moms and looking for affordable options for high-end makeup. And basically they asked me to start doing dupe videos. So here we are. We're doing dupe videos and this is the first one. So I figured, you know, I come across dupes, but I don't really think about it too often unless it's like a product that I'm like obsessed with. Like right now I'm trying to find a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas and I haven't yet, but I'm trying to get my hands on the e.l.f. Pore Putty stuff and the Catrice Prime and Fine because everybody says those are dupes. So I'm on a mission to test those out, but I don't have like a ton of dupes like filed away because I don't do dupe videos very often. I don't know why. It's silly. I should. And I am. So now we're going to be doing a monthly series focusing on dupes. That's what we're doing. So today we're going to be talking about 5 dupes that will save you lots of money that I think are really, really, really on point. So if you guys would like to see what I got for you for dupes and see how you can save some coins on some high-end products, then keep on watching. Actually, before I jump into this, I just want to say if you guys have dupes that like you swear by, let me know in the comments so that I can test them out because like I'm looking for dupes so I can keep this series going every month. So I'm definitely open to explore dupes that you guys think. I've been looking on Pinterest and there's a lot of dupes on Pinterest, so I thought about doing like a testing Pinterest dupes version. But yeah, let me know like if there's any dupes that you're like, this is spot on, you've got to try, because I definitely will. So for today I picked 5 and they were 5 that I just had right off the top of my head, so I figured that would be like a good place to start. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the one I mentioned, and that is the Sylvia Gani BH collab and the Urban Decay Born to Run. Okay, so like I mentioned, my subscriber brought it to my attention when I did this review and she was like, oh, that's giving me Born to Run vibes. Now, when I first looked at this, I did not get that at all. Like, when I looked at the palette, it did not remind me of Born to Run at all. Like, I don't know. I don't see that when I look at this. So I wasn't sure. But when I opened up Born to Run, and then I held them side by side, they are kind of similar. I mean, there's obviously a ton of differences, but there are some similarities to it, and I kind of was like, well, I mean, if you didn't want to splurge on this, you could get a similar vibe from this. I mean, there are obviously, like, this one doesn't have a shimmery blue, it only has a matte blue. It also doesn't have, oh, well, I suppose it does. Like, this one here has that shimmery fuchsia color that's over here. This one has like, it's like a cranberry and then a purple shimmery. I bet if you blended them together, you'd get something similar. But yeah, and then there's some shimmery greens over here, and this palette only has that matte green at the top. So like I said, there are a lot of stark differences. This one doesn't have like well, I suppose it does have an orange. It has this color right here is pretty bright. It's not quite as bright as the Urban Decay one, but they're pretty similar. So I'm going to insert swatches right here of the colors that I think are the closest in the palette. But I think if you wanted to get the Urban Decay Born to Run vibes, you definitely could get it with this palette. And I will leave the link to the review I did on this palette down below, but spoiler alert, I was obsessed. It's really a good palette, so it's definitely worth the money if you are on a budget and you just didn't want to splurge on this one. I love this palette too, so I mean I did a review on this one as well over the summer and I love it, but I haven't dipped into it in a while. I really kind of need to go back to it and play, but anyways, those two I definitely think have dupe vibes. Now I feel like I should do like a rating system as far as like how much of a dupe things are, because you have things that are like exact dupes, things that are like vibe dupes, and then things that are just like maybe applicator, packaging, colors, you know, and not formula. So I feel like there should be like a rating system. I'll have to work that out, but in terms of those palettes, they're definitely vibe dupes, not exact dupes. So the next products I have for you, I did an entire comparison video. It was a full coverage face off. I tested these foundations side by side, and that is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter Foundation and the NARS Natural, what is it called? Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I never remember the name. Yeah, these are dupes, and I mean like almost exact dupes. The formula on these is so similar, it's crazy. And in the battle, the Revlon actually won out against the NARS for being longer wear. So it just held up much better throughout the day than this one did. This one fell apart at the end, and this one was still looking gorgeous. So, I mean, this one is a better foundation, I think, in my opinion. So this is definitely a really good dupe. If you love this foundation, but like you're tired of spending, try this one, I'm telling you. And even like do your own side-by-side test and tell me if you don't think it's exactly the same. Okay, the next product I'm going to talk about is the Kevyn Aucoin Neo Highlighters. Okay, I got these a long time ago when I was on their PR list. I'm fairly certain I got booted off because of this product. But these are the highlighters. They are that ombre. They're like 3 different highlight colors in one, okay? This is what they look like. But when I put them on, it's like a dusty mess. Like I don't get any highlight, like nothing from these. I never understood them. I've heard people talk about them that they like them, but like I see the pigment here, okay? But when I try to like blend it onto my skin, I mean, it's very subtle. I suppose if you want like a non-highlighty glow, let's try it. Stand by. I obviously have highlight on, but I'm going to take my highlight brush for shits and giggles. I just want to see what this does. Yeah, I guess it did something. Alright, fine, it did something. But it's definitely more of like a glow than a highlight. You know? It's like a glowy highlight, not like a shimmery highlight. This one, nothing happens. When I go into the darker shade, I feel like nothing is happening. I just didn't really understand these products. Like, first of all, I just don't like that everything blends into one. Like, give me some separation. I'd rather dip my brush in what I want, but like, I can't figure out, like, is this another shade? I don't know. And so that was the Sahara Golden Rose Glow. And then this one here is the Ibiza Iridescent Glow. And like, this just isn't my cup of tea shade-wise. But I will say the lighter shade is pretty. It definitely does, like, give a glow. This deep purple one, I guess if you have a deeper skin tone maybe and you like purple. Anyway, I just never really loved these products. And I don't know why I've kept them. I just keep them because, I mean, Kevin Aquan. And this one is okay. Like I said, I mean, it's all right. But recently, Pixi released these Pixi Glow Cake palettes, and they are so similar. So the shade I have here is Gilded Bear Glow, and it's definitely giving me Kevin Aquan vibes. What I will say is the Pixi one is definitely deeper, and it seems like it has a highlight, a blush, and a bronze in the palette, because this center here is really very peachy, where this one is not. And I don't know if you can see that. I will say that I have definitely tried the Pixi one, and the Pixi one is giving me serious highlight. I like this one a lot, and when I swatch it on, like, I can see that glow. So this is more of like my speed when it comes to like payoff. And this center one right here, it's really pretty, like, blush topper. Like, it's definitely got sheen to it, but it is like a peachy corally color. And then in terms of, do I have a free finger here? In terms of the bronze color, that would be like a really pretty bronze topper. It could even be a blush topper as well. But this is really pretty. It's definitely a dupe. I don't think it's a formula dupe at all. It's just kind of a product packaging idea dupe. But I think the Pixi one is better. That's my opinion. Okay, my next dupe I talked about in a previous video, and that is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow in the shade Smoldering Satin, and the Pixi Fairy Lights in Bare Brilliance. These are an identical dupe, you guys. Identical dupe. Alright, so I'm going to swatch. Oh, this Stila is like pretty much dried out, but I hope that I can get a swatch good enough. The creamy part is like gone. I like didn't even use this that much for it to be dried out. Alright, so this is what the Stila looks like. I got enough out to do a decent swatch. And then this one is the Pixi right here. Now, I will say that the Stila was this liquidy at one time, but it dried out. And I really legit did not even use it that much. So I don't know why that happened, but let's see if you can pick up the shade. The shade is exact. The shade is literally the exact same color. It has like a pink base with silver glitter in it. And the Pixi one is much cheaper than the Stila one. So if you've been wanting these, but you kind of can't afford them, then I definitely recommend checking out these Pixi ones because they're affordable and they are gorgeous. Like, beautiful. You will not be skimping on quality. I legit think these are exactly the same product, honestly. Okay, and the last dupe was something that, like, I had to go through my collection and test out, but I believe that this is a dupe. So I have two eyeliners here. I have the Makeup Forever Aqua XL eyeliner, and the shade is M14. And I'm actually going to draw this on this hand because that hand is still wet from my makeup remover. Alright, so there's the swatch on that one. Now, these pencils are very good. They're waterproof. They're very pigmented, but you're going to pay for that. This is the Intalible Longwear Eye Pencil. Now, I'm obsessed with the L'Oreal Color Riche lip liners. I love them. They are 24 hours. They are waterproof. They're amazing. So I wanted to see if these pencils were as good. And you guys. Now, I will say this shade here is a little off because this shade is the gray and not the deepest black. But the formula is identical. I mean, I don't know if you can see a difference between the richness of the pigment and the color payoff, and it doesn't skip. It's super opaque, super beautiful. It's very creamy. They both glide on perfectly. I mean, I don't see a difference in the formula of this product at all, really. I just wanted to kind of let it sit for a second, and then I'll smudge it out, and we'll just see how they look smudged, or how they both do smudge. Okay, so it's been a few minutes, and this is the Makeup Forever one. I'm going over it, and it's not budging. It is set, it is there, it is. I got some shimmer from my finger that's going on it, but it is not moving at all. It's not smudging, it's nothing. It's just there. It is locked and loaded. Now, when I feel the L'Oreal one, it feels a little bit tacky still. So I feel like maybe it's not set yet. So I'm just going to give it another minute. All right, here we go. I just have a feeling this one is not going to be set. Oh, look at that. Locked and loaded, not smudging anywhere. I mean, I'm pressing. Total dupe, you guys. Save your pennies. Now I'm going over it with a makeup wipe, and they're not coming off. Oh, God. Okay, you guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you found this helpful. What do you guys think about these dupes? Do you think they're dupes? Are you not sure? Have you tried these products? Are you like, yeah, heck yeah, total dupe? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And definitely give me your ideas for next month's dupe video. I have a couple of ideas of my own, but I definitely am open. I want to hear what you guys have. Help me to explore and to find really great dupes to share with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a video. Follow me on my socials. My handle's at GLAM LATTE and the GLAM LATTE Beauty Podcast. All the details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.